And we're joined by Fahmy Baharuddin, the new president of Kelowna Pride. So we'll get to the Pride event in a minute, but do you take a particular kind of idea or goal into taking on the job as president?
Yeah, for sure. I've moved here in Kelowna for the last 4 years, and while it's a great city, there is definitely a lack of diversity that exists in the city, because the reality is that it's very different than other places in BC. I was in Vancouver for the last 3 years, and when I moved here, noticing that it lacked certain representations, I took it upon myself to speak up on those representations. When I first joined the board, most of them were white folks who have lived in Kelowna their entire lives. So I wanted to just speak up on those people who moved here, because Kelowna is such a great city to move to, that I wanted to have a place for folks who are recently moved here, who are immigrants, who are people of color, who want to call Kelowna their home, and I want to be able to speak on those people.
Right. So you see Kelowna as a place that needs some work.
Yes, definitely. Not to deny the fact that it's a beautiful, wonderful city to be in, but with all places, we need to be able to move forward, right? And I think that's part of what makes us great, because we're progressive and constantly trying to move forward, because if we are not moving forward, then we're not doing anything.
So it's been a few years. The last time there was a real Pride event, it was 2019?
Yeah, that's correct. 2019 was the last big one that we had. We had a smaller one, kind of like an offshoot last minute one last year in 2021, but the last big parade that we had at City Park was in 2019.
So what are you looking at? Is this going to bust out bigger than ever, or is it kind of hard to get it going after you lost the momentum?
There's definitely a bit of a lack of momentum that goes on. We're also, half of the board members who have joined this year are all completely new as well. So we've definitely we've lost some talent, but we've also added some new people who are also very talented and skilled, but they're also very new, and some of them haven't even been to a Pride parade. So while we want to sort of relive the experience that we had in 2019, we're also understanding and we're real of the fact that it might not be the same, but it will just be as fun, and it's a way for us to keep moving forward, and hopefully the years coming up will be just as big as we did in 2019.
Yeah, it was thousands over here.
Yeah, I was here. I was waiting at City Park, waiting for the to march to finish up, and I was looking at my watch. And I was like, "Oh, it's 5 minutes. It should be done soon." It's 10 minutes. It should be done soon. And then it just kept going and going and going, and it was so wonderful to see the entirety of City Park just get filled with so many people who were there to celebrate the Pride festivities.
Yeah. I know there are still people in the broader community that go, okay, come on, we already, accept and all this element of our society. Why do we need, to have a Pride festival? Just remind people of what's really behind it all.
Of course, Pride came as a form of protest, right? And I think that's the statement it can, as a person who is a person of color, who is an immigrant here, I've seen what it's like to be in a city, in a country, in a place where Pride doesn't exist. And I think for us to continue to celebrate that is a reminder and a beacon of hope for other places who don't have those Pride parade, that, hey, there is some place and there is a place and a goal that we can reach to. So I think as a city, as a Canadian city, it's important for us to keep having those things to remind other people who might not be able to be privileged like us to be hopeful of the future. And I think it's also a reminder as well that Pride isn't just about tolerating the people who are queer and who are trans, who are non-binary, but it's about accepting them. It's the same way that we do annual festivities on Father's Day, Mother's Day, and all that stuff. Yeah, we're accepted and all of that, but we want to be able to celebrate those people, and I think it's a wonderful, wonderful thing to continuously to have those parades and have those festivities.
All right. Well, we look forward to seeing you fill this place with thousands of people again.
Yeah, it would be great. I love it because since I've been here, I moved from Vancouver, and it's a yearly thing where I can see all of my friends who I've left in Vancouver, and they come here and they're excited to explore another place in BC, and to get so many outside visitors to see here, and also to just see the locals coming out. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing.
All right, Fahmy, thanks for your time today.
Of course, thanks so much.